listening to another DJ Hustle world premiere. World premiere.
Welcome back to Hustle TV. I'm your host, Hustle. I'm behind the camera. This interview was with Glasses Malone. What's going on, Glasses?
Thugging.
Thugging, me mugging, chilling?
Thugging, just thugging. What's the deal?
Man, I seen you at the Lush Lounge at the album release party.
Yeah.
And as usual, you turned it out.
Yeah.
What's going on with the record, brother?
Well, the music is a lot more energy. All my in-house people, my boys that I watch come up in the business, King Dave, Tommy Guns, Jim Nays, Head, Bugsy, most of the niggas I fuck with all the time, they actually produced it. So
okay,
it was a real energy feel. Glass House was real energy feel. So That Good is a song produced by the fraternity, Jim Nays, DJ Head. So you just getting the natural feeling of people that's around each other every time making music.
Right.
You know, to compensate or really to complement what I do naturally. So it's kind of working. It's doing what it's supposed to do.
That's dope. I mean, every time you come out with a record, you anticipate that gangster music, but every time you touch it up, it's always better and better. It's like a wheel. It gets better and stronger as you go along. So what can we look forward to on this record?
As far as Glass House 1, like I said, it's been on the street a little less than a month now. Glass House 2 is what we focused on. I'm just kind of listening to them, you know. Honestly, I'm listening to the stuff that they talking about, the producers.
Okay.
Like I said, Tommy, Dave, Jim. Like I'm listening to what they saying. So at this point, I already know how to say what I need to say, or I guess conveying the message over an easier to like type of production. You know,
right.
They've been telling me to do this shit though. I ain't gonna lie. I ironically, I argued with Dave about it, and you know, like this last time around, it was like, all right, what do you want me to rap on, nigga? Like I ain't gonna argue with you this time. What do you want me to rap on? So I kind of listening. Fifth was real big in this project as well as Head, so I just listened to them, and that's all I've been doing lately. I can convey the message over the fucking country, so it's just really what they telling me to rap over at this point. So expect more energy. Better composed records as a whole, better composed songs, special. You know, each song hopefully will be special. We're gonna try to make each one, even though it's a lot of energy, hopefully we make each one real special. You know, to where they become not only just part of an album, but each of them kind of become their own, you know, galaxy themselves. Every song, when you hear it, it's always something special in every song that makes it where it becomes its own experience every time. That would be the hope.
Okay. Now, usually when I get your records and I'm in the club DJing, it's a BPM of, I would say, 75,
80.
80
is my place.
That's your place.
Man.
So then I got stopped in the mouth about a month ago with a record what you did with Rihanna.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hold on. I'm like, hold on. So I'm listening to the record. I'm like, okay, I can actually mix this in with Function.
Yeah.
I can actually mix it in with some Too Short stuff.
Yeah.
Some that beat people 95 can speed
all
it up.
Those Snoop Dogg shit.
Yeah, all that shit. So what made you transpire that?
I listened. Like that's actually produced by King Dave. I just listened. Honestly, that's the truth. Like I'm not even saying it like on no fuck the interview, like real shit. I just listened to the nigga.
Okay.
The nigga told me that Dave was like, you should rap over this.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been trying to get me to rap over it. Like, you know, when I was listening to the Jay Nori shit and all the earlier shit, when they was doing all of the shit for, when I say New Kids on the Block, I'm sorry, New Boys. New Boys. And I would be hearing the shit, I wasn't sure. You know what I'm saying? Like if I could even, honestly, I wasn't sure if I could rap over it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The BPM was like foreign to me. I only did a few songs like that. Song I got on, what was it, Madden? I went over a BPM that fast. And Eastside, and before that, actually, Eastside, the song with Snoop and Nipsey, that was my fastest song. That was like a straight 90.
Yeah, I play that till you know, right now.
So Head, my DJ, what bothered me is Head started putting pressure. Like I would be in the club, and naturally my DJ would try to support me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He would try to support me. And he would play like Rich and Thuggin', and it would be like these songs were horrible like to hear, and I would make him stop. Like, don't, even though they my songs, he trying to show me support. I felt so fucked up. Like, man, don't play them songs. Don't play Certified. It's just so slow, and it finally hit me like, damn. So he's like, yeah, you got to pick it up, man. We got to pick it up because naturally, you know, we from the West Coast and our shit is more, you know, it's faster.
Right.
And so I had a meeting with Tommy and Fifth was like, man, you could do it over this tempo. And so I just started calling the niggas that I was fucking with every day. You know what I'm saying? Like King Dave. King Dave did Turned Up, and Dollars Make Sense with me and J-Rock. And I told him, and he was in here working with him, and Tommy was working on some shit. And it started off as a few songs. I mean, and he played the Rihanna beat. And he's like, you should rap over this one. And I was like, all right. So I took it home and just started vibing with it and just came up with the idea. And I was more worried about landing than anything else, you know what I'm saying? Making sure it sounded right. So when I laid the motherfucker, it sounded good. And I was like, damn. But everybody was worried about the content at that point. They was like, oh, man, you talking about this Rihanna Chris Brown shit. And I'm like, really? I'm a gangster. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, feel me? Not like that. I love Chris. Chris the homie. You know, shout out that nigga. I always see him. He always show me love. Rihanna liked the song too, but it wasn't like personal. It was just a joke. You feel me? It was a dope song. It was a dope idea. So it started responding, and you know, maybe a couple of the white DJs were more worried, like it was some politics shit, but all the urban DJs was like on it. You know, they was like, man,
we're playing it right now.
They was on it. They was like, man, they loved it. So it became like, okay, maybe they dead on. And then we just start working on different songs. And Let It Go with 40 and Kidding. Even the other stuff that's slower, like they 70 BPMs, you know, the stuff with Shorty Low, those is real club friendly tempo. So I guess I listened to them. I didn't, you know, I had been doing it. This is like my 7th year now doing this shit. And, you know, I ain't had the success I wanted. And I started off doing it my way. Then I fell up under what Mac 10 and everybody else was doing. And I fell up under what Baby and them was doing. But finally, when I kind of, you know, was like, let me do what my niggas want me to do. Right. And I started doing what they wanted me to do. And hence the prosper. You know what I'm saying? Hence what's going on. Because they in the club. Dave and them, you know, they hearing what's going on. Tommy and them hearing what's going on. Head is DJing every night. Fifth is hanging out every night. And I'm hanging out every night. So, like, I'd be an idiot to keep ignoring what's actually happening. So, that's all you hearing. You just hearing me listening to somebody else around me instead of maybe leading the way. Coaching the team like always.
Okay. Now, will we hear some dubstep coming at you, or some remixes of Uptempo, 128 BPM, 128?
I got a couple of those already.
Okay.
I had a hit record overseas that's like a 128.
We need those.
I ain't really want to fuck with them because I don't know if that waters down if that watered down the street artist. I don't know. I heard Jay Nari's doing some dope shit though with dubstep. Pun told me some trap step or whatever they call it, the shit. I want to hear how that shit sounds. Somebody got to figure it out. Somebody will figure out how to bring that tempo to, like Mercy. Mercy kind of got that feeling when it go into that trance break. Yeah. And okay. You know what I'm saying? So somebody got to do something special with it. I think the way it stands right now, dubstep definitely has some possibilities. The 128, 130, I ain't really heard no 128, 130 street rap just yet. I heard
it's OG stuff, like they
remix. They some Luke shit or something.
Well, no, they did Dre, they did Snoop. It's just the mixes.
Yeah, I mean maybe somebody do that if they take one of those songs, but to create an original, I mean I can do it. I just don't think people accept it. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe it's insecurity shit, but I don't know.
I don't think you're insecure, Glasses, and the reason why I'm saying because everywhere you go, every song you put out, you embrace it as a new challenge and a new hurdle. And I don't see you falling.
Well, as an artist, definitely. But I'm like Dave is probably out of all of them niggas I named, Tommy, Peru, Jimmy, Head, and Dave. Dave is probably the most urban out of all of them. And Dave is white. So that's crazy. Dave is the only nigga who makes trap music around me. That's around me a lot. That actually produced the majority. That's one of the main people I fuck with on the production shit. He's the only one that produces 70 BPM. Metro and they produce a couple, but they don't produce it like trap rap. Dave will produce some 64 BPM shit, and that Tommy, Peru, and Jimmy, them niggas is like gonna either be 90 BPM all the way up to 130. Peru will do some shit 140. So
wow.
They really fuck with that pop shit, or, you know, what is it, like reggaeton or some shit like that? Shit like that. So, but he's the most urban out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? As far as what he's doing, you know. So it just became listening to them. I mean, I'm always trying to figure out something new. I got to see what somebody got new. Right now, we figured out a couple dope ideas. Paid attention to what legendary people was doing a little bit more, and start trying to feed off instead of just trying to keep constantly, you know, feed selfish artist type of situations where I'm feeding my artists, you know, ego and shit. I start paying attention to what the winners was doing.
Right.
You feel me? It's the winners in this game. Some niggas got 50 hits, man. Dre got 50, 60 fucking hits. So
right.
Puffy got 50, 60 hits. You know what I'm saying? And I just started looking for the common denominator in what they was doing.
Okay.
And so hopefully, you know, it's starting to be conveyed more and more as people listening to all the new stuff I'm doing.
All right. Now, do you see yourself doing movies now, or reality shows? What's going on in Goss's future?
This year I just accepted a role for a movie. Some shit that's coming out of theaters. It's kind of like more of a role that's just me.
Okay.
In the movie, so that was cool. I really want to produce films, but I guess this year I felt that I was trying this, so, you know, I took that. Like, I had been offered acting roles 3 or 4 times since I started doing music. I just never. I was like, how you act like somebody else? You know, one thing when I was rapping, like, I was just being me.
Right.
It's another thing, like, to me, that shit is an art. Like, what the people doing, like, you know, people like Don Cheadle, the real great ones. You feel me? That shit is a real art. You know what I'm saying? And like,
right.
I ain't want to go over there and insult them. That's like a whack ass nigga coming into the rap game, you know. So
right.
I didn't never take it serious. So I didn't want to go over there and fuck with it. So right now they offer me something that was more directly of who I am. So it's not really far fetched. So I guess I'll try it and see how it works. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Yeah. You know, like I said, I just never. I'm a real arrogant artist. Not like arrogant, like, oh, I'm the shit, but like I at least want to at least know what I'm doing.
Right.
So I ain't never took no acting classes or drama classes in high school. So I never wanted to do it, but I'm gonna try it this year. Plus they want me to do some shit for this Oprah show. Oprah got a new kind of thing she doing that's chronicling artists or some shit. I don't know. Some shit that I really wouldn't have did, but I'm gonna just listen to a couple other people this time to see what they want me to do instead of just doing what I want to do, see how far it got me. It got me this far, so fuck it.
All right, cool. Now, the whole crew, where you going in 2013? What's your plan?
I'm definitely, since they let me in the club, I don't want to get out of there. That's my first year being in the club, 2012, you know, last year. So I definitely want to continuously be in the club. I guess I want to make more music for people to have a good time as well.
Okay.
I want to release 2 retail albums. I mean, I don't really have big expectations. I got minute expectations, but all victories for me yet and still. 2 retail albums, make some money, chill out. Shit ain't nothing. Same shit I do every year, you know, just try to make more money than I ever made last year or the first year I got into this shit, anytime.
All right, last question. Who do you want to work with in the future, this year?
Really, it ain't really changed for me, man. Like, I like what Prince always did. I always wanted to work with Prince. I just thought that would be cool as fuck. That nigga hard. Like, for him to be like the type of person he is, and for people, you know, to look at him and, you know, and question the way, like, he had all of the party music. Like, when I was a little ass kid, I can remember gangsters dancing to his music. So, like, I like that feeling that he doing for the party. And Miguel, you know, I like Miguel a lot too. But really, I ain't tripping. Like, I don't know, man. I don't really care about working with people much. I didn't work with some of the biggest people in the industry. I like working with my niggas now. Like, I'm not even looking to go outside of niggas who I actually can have a conversation with. So, I mean, Prince and Miguel probably be the only one. I just added Miguel. Shit, after I heard a lot of Miguel shit, but when I heard
another DJ Hustle world premiere.